Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hola.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day and that you're in the best of health.
Yes, with health as always being most importante. We'd like to say welcome to all our new subscribers and welcome to our tried and trues.
And those that are thinking about living outside of the box.
Yes.
So, this video here is an interesting one.
Well, it's going to be really a conversation.
Okay, conversation.
Normally we have like information, or he's got a complete retirement. I call them rants, but he calls them perspectives. But we had something very interesting happen, and Eric would have never known that it even happened to him because it was all said in Spanish.
Right.
Now, as you guys know, because you've been on this journey with us, Eric has back problems.
Right. Back hurts, back's jacked up from the floor up.
And he goes how many times for...
Once a month.
No, for your therapy.
Oh, therapy 3 times a week?
So that's how bad the back is.
Yeah, 3 times a
so
week.
He has the inability now to walk far, and also he cannot stand for long periods of time. And as you guys know, being in COVID areas out there, they only let in so many people at a time. So you had to talk to the doctor about getting a note because he cannot wait in a long line for hours to get into the bank.
Right.
To pay, and this is not our bank. We'd like to preface it with that. Mm-hmm. This is Banco Popular to pay the gas bill. So you found a way around it, right? You stopped going to the bank.
Right. I found a way around the bank because there's way too many people there, and they'd be like an hour before I can even get into the bank. So I go to the one at Supermercado Nacional.
And we are talking about the Supermercado Nacional that's right there. The cross streets are Estrella Saldaja and Avenida Febrero 27. So he normally goes without me because I'm doing things in the house like cooking, cleaning, taking care of the cat. I don't want to be in the heat, whatever reason. He normally pays that bill. But we were out and about because we had met with a subscriber who reached out, and we were going to go get that bill paid for.
Right, absolutely.
So what do you normally do when you walk up there?
So what I do, I normally walk up there. I usually look at the line, engage the line, and say, nope, I ain't saying this long line. It's too hot, too long. I'm going to pull out my letter I got from the doctor. She wrote a letter for me.
Mm-hmm. In Spanish.
In Spanish.
I would like to preface, the letter is in Spanish. It's not in English, where someone could not understand if they were not bilingual. It's in Spanish.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I showed the guy the letter. The guy looked at the letter, did my little temperature check, bang, I was in the store. Now I didn't have a problem till I got into the bank line, and here comes the security guy over there, who to me can't read the doctor's note, got to get somebody else to show him. He always give me a hard time. Every time I go to pay my gas bill, he always tell me to go outside and get back in line. I was like, who are you talking to?
So to explain this correctly so you guys get the full picture, what actually happened was he walked up with the letter and me. So that was the first thing.
Right.
They, I guess, assumed, the guy that works the door assumed we were going grocery shopping and you don't have to wait in a line. So he let us both through and temperature checked us. But when we walked over to the bank, the security guard, the chubby, short security guard, came over and then started saying that we had to leave and we had to go outside. He was saying it in Spanish. You have to leave. You have to go outside and wait in line. And I turned and said, he has a letter. And Eric handed me the letter, and I handed it to the guy who absolutely 100% did not read it because he went like this, saw it was words, and gave it back. So to my assumption, either you don't want to read it or you cannot read it. Which I was like, is there a problem in Spanish? And then he was like, he was talking to the cashier and just waved me off and was like, you have to leave. I know you understand Spanish. And I was like, yeah, I understand Spanish. He does not. I'm here to help him. And, to help him up there because we had a question about the bill. So the next thing I know, he starts talking to the cashier. he's speaking in Spanish. Now, Eric's standing in line within earshot, kind of, sort of. You were a little bit further away because I had kind of stepped away thinking, well, he'll let you go ahead if I kind of move over. And so I was clearly in earshot, and I clearly can understand Spanish. I'm going to let little Mr. Security Guard know that. So he turned to me again and looks at me because I'm, near him and not near the line. And he says, I know you understand Spanish. You have to go. And I looked at him and I said, and I know that you understand. I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm here with him, helping him. And so then he turned to the girl, and his next words out of his mouth, which I was staring right at the girl, and she was staring at me, so I knew she understood that I understood. So she did not respond to him, but he did say, these Americans think they can do whatever they want. These Americans think they don't have to wait. These Americans think this and that. And so then I said to him in Spanish that I understand him, and I said a couple of choice things I shouldn't have said.
that kind of conversation went way over my head because I didn't have a clue. Only thing I know is when I went there by myself one time, he gave me a hard time. So now we're going there together, and he's still giving me a hard time.
So basically, our question to you and our conversation today is a question that we get a lot. So we're going to ask it back to maybe some of our, because we have so many people that are Dominican descent that are in the United States. And those of you that are coming out here, and the people that are coming out here that maybe don't know a lot of Spanish, maybe do know Spanish, but are of his color, or, other races.
Right.
Always ask, is there prejudice in the DR? Here's my response to this, and it always has been this. It is not because he's that color and I'm this color. Because the guy chose the fight with me. It was because we were from the United States and we were speaking English. So I can cuss you out in English and in Spanish. If that's what you need.
We don't want that, though. We don't want you to have to use those choice words.
So I did finally walk out because I could literally feel my blood pressure going up, and I knew I was literally about to snatch him and probably get arrested. So I walked outside, and then the guy that was working the door came over and was like, is there, something wrong? I'm so sorry that guy made you leave, but the letter only allows one person. Now, had that been the first conversation like I told you, I could have took that. Because I'd have been like, oh, okay, well, can you tell me when he's about to go up there, because then he's going to need my help. Right. He does not know how to ask the questions that need to be asked to the woman at the bank because they don't speak English. And so I tell the guy that, and he's like, yeah, I can tell you when he's about to go up there. I'm so sorry. And I was like, well, this is bull. This is like, I go, why did that guy have to get rude to me? And he goes, oh, I'm sorry he was not, polite. And I was like, no. I said, he's fat, he's rude, he needs another job, and he clearly can't read. And that's why he got that job. And I said it. Yep, I said it. I would have said it to a Dominican. I'd have said it to a Puerto Rican. I'd have said it to a white guy. I'd have said it to a black guy. Race was not the issue there. So those of you that are asking, oh, we hear that there's prejudice against black.
Right, absolutely.
It's definitely not. It's not a color issue, as in, black American and white American. It was an American issue. Right. So my question I'd like to pose to the Dominicans that live in the United States, but, have either been out here a lot or raised out here or whatever. What is the issue? Because we are the most polite people.
Like, right, we are very polite.
You got to make me come to that second face. That second face, I can keep it hidden very well. I smile. I am polite. I tip beyond belief. I am nice to everyone until, if you walk up and flip the switch, you're going to get Tina from Gary, Indiana. You're going to get her. And you're going to get her in English, and you're going to get her in Spanish. So why would that even be an issue that we were speaking in English? Because I had to tell him what they were saying. I had to tell him I was leaving. I couldn't just walk away from you, because you'd have been like, what's wrong with Tina? Why should she just walk away from me and you would have gotten out of line.
Right, absolutely.
So I'm sitting there trying to explain, and he's steady berating, the dude was, and that's why I had to turn around and get smart with him. And then he shut up and just kept talking to the girl. But then you're talking to the girl about me. I know you are. I hear you.
Wow. Because I used to see him talking. I didn't know what they were talking about.
I didn't tell him anything until after he got finished and we left.
So it appears to me, Tina, that there's a little bit of prejudice against some Americans from the Dominicans out here.
Right, and I don't understand because that's the first time I've seen it.
I experienced that for the first time that day that me and you went together.
Right.
Now, we also have some viewers also from the Dominican Republic that are watching and following the channel. Okay,
right.
And our question is,
have you seen people do that?
Have you seen racism against us because we're Americans? Don't make a difference what color you are.
Or even you guys, if you guys are speaking English. Because
right,
if
you guys speak
raised
English
in the U.S. and you come out here and you're having a conversation with somebody else who might have came with you and it's in English and they hear it, do they treat you differently? Because yes, we hear all about price gouging and this and that, supposed, gringo pricing and all this stuff that happens in the north or in Punta Cana. I can see in the tourist areas. But in Santiago, the price is the price. Like, you can negotiate most things, and they won't gouge you. It's just they need to make a living, which I've stated in many videos. Don't rape somebody over a price. They need to make money like you need to make money. But, you don't always have to take exactly the price that they're telling you unless you're in a store, obviously, because, like Supermercado Nacional, if beans cost 59 pesos, they cost 59 pesos. But, I don't know. I want to know. So I'm putting it out there because I can't even believe we've been here almost 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is the first situation we've ever had like this. What's
going on?
And we're talking, we've gone to turn on utilities, to turn off utilities, to pay bills, to shop, to getting apartments. We got to opening bank accounts. We've done everything. We've traveled.
Traveled all through the country.
No one's ever come out their mouth to tell me that I think that we're entitled.
We're entitled.
And so I'm going to treat you like crap because you're American and I don't like your Americanism. It sounds to me like maybe you ought to have a job where you never ever see people. Because I would tell somebody the same thing. Because in Vegas, it's like you walk into, let me use AT&T for an example, and the girl has a shit attitude. She's just like, what do you need? We've all experienced that. And you look at them and you go, hi, bad day, I hope it gets better. And they're all like,
that's terrible customer service.
So do you want something? And then you're like, look, boo-boo, you need it. And I have said it. You might want to think about another job because when you're in customer service, where I have held many jobs in customer service, whatever you're feeling, however you feel about that person, that race, that anything needs to be shelved. Because you're there for service. Customer service. Yes, and as a security guard, I feel like that's also some type of customer service. Somebody might walk in and say, hey, do you know where the pharmacy is? And he goes, oh, a la derecha, to the right. And then, oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. Have a nice day. It's part of customer service. So how can he have such a pissy attitude towards Americans? And how is that even allowed? And does anybody know anybody in power at Supermercado Nacional in the corporate realm or in that actual store that I can lodge a complaint with? Yeah, because like I said, my money spent just like anybody else's money, okay? And a lot of it there.
And we got a lot of expats that spends their money, bring their money into the country at that same Supermercado Nacional.
I like it. I mean, and I like, that's what I hate. I love that store. It's convenient. It's always clean. It's well stocked. Everyone else on the staff has always been super nice.
Yeah, and that's at the same store that I know the guy that stocks shelves. He come talk to me, and he talks to me in English. It may be a little chopped up.
Yeah.
We have conversation.
He likes practicing his English.
He likes practicing English, and I love talking to him. We shake hands. He talks to me. If I need something, I can tell him what I need, help me find stuff. He's a real nice guy. Now, I'm so glad to know that everybody's not like that, Tina.
Yes, so that's also another point in this video that we'd like to make. Don't let one little thing that happened discourage you from, you being like, I don't want to come to the DR at all, but it may happen. So we're just letting you know that it took almost 2 years, but it happened to us finally. And the prejudice isn't a hold up your arm. It's not a black or white thing.
No way.
It was definitely truly targeted, and he used the word American. He said it three times in the conversation to this cashier. I heard him say 3 times these Americans this, these Americans this, these Americans this. So he clearly was being racist based on where he thought we came from. And here's the thing, you say you see him all the time.
All the time.
I've seen him a bunch of times. So it's clear we live here, because ain't no way that we've been going to the same store for almost 2 years, because that is literally the only Supermercado Nacional, unless we're out in the other neighborhood.
Right.
And we use that one in Villa Olga. Normally, 9 times out of 10, we're here, so we use that one.
Right, absolutely. And it's just walking distance from the house, short distance, and we can go to Contigo, and we can go to Central.
When we walked out and we were walking, I told him, I said, I'm not going to shop there anymore. And I literally haven't bought anything there yet.
I haven't been back there either.
This happened, what, a week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
A week and a half. This is on our second
Terrible.
week. This is our second week. So, I'll spend my money in Bravo. And it's further. I'll spend my money over in Central or over in, what's the other one? Contigo. I'll go to Plaza Llama. I'll go further, because the consumer money is power. Like, don't play those games.
We don't shop there. I mean, we spend hundreds of dollars at that store. I'm quite sure the other Americans that's been shopping, because I hear them speaking English and Portuguese and everything else in that store. It just attracts a lot of people. Its location and everything like that. You know what? Guy should have been a lot nicer, okay? And he shouldn't have been talking behind my back. He's always has a nasty attitude, and he acts like, appears to me that he can't really read.
Well, and maybe now you know why he acts like that. He acts like that because he doesn't like Americans.
Right. He's got a problem against Americans, that's for sure.
You shouldn't have a job in customer service because Santiago is getting a lot of expats.
Sure, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them want to come here and live here.
So,
I can't blame them.
Yeah, so we just wanted you guys to know what happened, because everything isn't always peachy keen, unicorns and, rainbows all the time. It did finally happen to us, and just want to share and see what you guys have to say about it. I'm very interested in seeing the comments under this.
Well, I'll tell you what, he ain't raining on my parade. I'm still happy. I'm still excited that I'm retired. Exactly. I'm living here, and he's still on the grind. Every single day of the week, you're going to see him right there at the same spot, directing traffic and everything else that he normally does every day. He'll probably have that job until he can't have it no more, probably for the rest of his life.
Not if I can help it.
And you should be glad he got a job. So, that's all I got to say on this subject.
Yep, that's all I have to say. I yelled and screamed enough off camera to spare you guys from all the expletive words that I was using.
Next time something like that happens, we're going to video it and bring it to you live.
We would get banned from YouTube, because I was definitely cussing him out about that I was freaking Puerto Rican. So, you know how us freaking Puerto Ricans are.
Well, I heard some people say worse things on YouTube. So, true. I mean, it's like open house on YouTube. It's up to them whether they like you or let you have it, or just, don't let you say anything at all.
Yep.
So, anyway, just wanted you guys to know that.
Comment below.
Think about it.
We really want to know.
Comment below. So, in the meantime, between time, always remember that life was always meant to be enjoyed.
Yes. And just remember to also keep hitting that subscription button. Thank you to all of those new patrons, and thank you to all those new subscribers, but there's still some looky-loos. Hit subscribe. Always hit the notifications bell if you'd like to get notified on videos as soon as they drop. Give this and all videos thumbs up, please, because that's the free and easy way to patron the channel. And as always, we have all of our information underneath on how you can patron the channel or schedule a one-on-one through buymeacoffee.com/Caribbean. So thanks to everybody who has.
So until the next video and to the next live.